And so now I want to introduce someone who has just become a valuable friend and a CABA member, Grant McGaugh. And so let me bring Grant to the screen. Grant, get you to step up there, sir. And so while you're there, I'm going to tell people a little bit more about you. Grant McGaugh is the founder and the CEO of Five-Star BDM, and really a phenomenal branding, business development, marketing guy. He is building Five-Star brand, his Five-Star. He wants to build your Five-Star brand, I'm sorry, into a brand that people can follow and that they want to be a part of. His expertise is in brand strategy, business development, career development, business finance, investment banking, and website development. And I love his superpower, personal branding Jedi. Okay, so we all know the old Star Wars thing. He's a Jedi igniting business growth with podcast fire. And so Grant is just a master, and he's a professional consultant. He works with a lot of different businesses and folks who have their own, if you will, brand. And when I say that, we know businesses have a brand, but you also have a personal brand. And so Grant is very focused on helping you to build your personal brand. There's a video here that talks a little bit about some of the stuff he does. I'm going to play about the first 10, 15 seconds of it so that you kind of get an idea. And he also has a podcast. And so here we go. I got to turn the sound on.
Professional consulting and advisory group, keenly focused on business development services for the small to mid-sized business and entrepreneurs. Although every business is unique, they often share business development challenges that can be addressed through smart branding. Services include process improvement and operations, digital strategy, and
So as you can see, not only is Grant very astute at how he presents himself, the Akaba profile provides you with the kind of platform to have that information right there so people can learn about you and learn more about what you do. So without any further ado, we're going to turn this over to Grant. And I know today he's going to talk about some things that are going to be really important and valuable for you. And Grant, it's all yours.
I appreciate it, Hutch. I couldn't have did a better introduction at all. So thank you very much. And I appreciate iCaba because it is a platform to help businesses to connect. That's what it's all about. Bringing us together, finding out what is available to you as a resource. And this is a valuable, invaluable resource for anybody in business looking to scale. What I'm going to do is show you a crash course in ChatGPT that you may or may not be aware of. I'm very big into personalization and customization. Now, in the basic platform in ChatGPT, which you're seeing on your screen now this is the paid version, the $20 version GPT 4.0. You see that there. This is typically what you're going to see when you first open up ChatGPT, and I know a lot of people utilize it. I also utilize platforms like Claude, which is very, very good. Most of these platforms, they have strengths and they have weaknesses depending on what it is you're trying to accomplish. In the ChatGPT world, one of the things that it's very, very good at is an integration, and it's ability to have what we call APIs into other platforms, which is a phenomenal, as you see right here, app called Sora. If you want to make very quick videos on the fly that you can utilize for your content creation, you can do that now. And it should be available in most ChatGPTs on the paid version with no additional cost. It's just there. But I'm here to talk about something more. As you see here, you see iCaba World Network. You can create your own customized ChatGPT or GPT within ChatGPT. And why this is important is around customization, and it is around personalization. So when I click on this, you'll see the logo, you see iCaba World Network GPT, and you see a couple of different questions there. I'm just going to show you an example for chat to do that. I'm going to say, answer the above question. And this is about ICABA itself, right? And what you want it to do. So right now, I just came up with that because I wasn't very specific. Questions about ICABA. All right. So it'll start to fulfill this information. Now, what you're going to see is that this is not just generic about ICABA itself. It's going to go into the corporate partnerships, membership growth and engagement, ICABA TV, digital strategy, event strategy execution, revenue development, and business optimization. I have built this to be a resource. In this case, I showed Hutch how to utilize it to be his business assistant, right? So how did I get to this point? I'm going to go over to here, and you'll see this is in your like settings, right? As you go into settings, it'll say My GPTs. So you click there, and then you'll say Create a GPT, and it's exactly what you can do, right? And this is how I created the GPT. As that right now, I'm going to go to edit this particular one. So you can place your logo there, and then give it a name, and then give it a description. What is the purpose of this GPT? In this particular case, I said, you are an executive AI partner driving ICABA's strategy, growth, and leadership. This is a key point. This is when you want to tell the GPT or the AI exactly what you want it to do for you and your business. Look at this not as a tool, but as a strategic partner. You'll be able to give it information specifically about your business to help you grow your business, to help you make decisions that you normally would not be able to do. And then you give it instructions, right? You tell it exactly what its mission is. So in this particular case, it serves as the executive AI partner for Jerome Hutchinson to provide high-level strategic operational thought leadership support for ICABA network. This is critical. This is not something you're going to do in your standard GPT. It'll search the web and find information about ICABA World Network and whatever's on the net and whatever it may have. But now you're telling it exactly what you want it to do, and you want to give it specific information. So and this is what I built for him. You want to have a strategic focus area. Now, and I'm not going to go through all of this right now. You can contact me later if you want me to help you to customize your GPT. But you want to have a strategic focus area, right? It's about corporate partnerships and sponsorship, what I showed you earlier, how is pulling this information about ICABA TV digital strategy, event strategy, right? Revenue development and business optimization, thought leadership and brand positioning, decision-making. Now, if you look here, I want this GPT to function as an integral part of ICABA World Network. You have to be very, very specific about what you want it to do. And it will become this, like a chameleon. It'll become this color, right? And if you see it at the very end, and I want everyone who's using this to put this at the end, I want to create a GPT that is an AI expert with the latest AI knowledge and information. That way it always stays updated. It's not going to be looking into the past. It's looking into the current, potentially into the future, right? And then these are conversation starters about how you want it to operate, right? What strategic strategies can we implement? How can we attract new corporate partnerships? What are the best ways to monetize ICABA TV? How should we enhance ICABA event planning and execution? What key messages should we communicate to our members and stakeholders? How do we optimize revenue streams and operational efficiencies? Remember, this is pulling from millions and billions of businesses across the world, and it's giving you expert knowledge about your business. This is incredible when you know how to utilize it. So if you're in business consulting, professional coaching, whatever it is, it's going to give you the most up-to-date and most insightful information possible. And then you're going to be able to upload files. This is important. Now, I didn't upload files into ICABA here, but if you click upload files, if you've got any kind of files, this is your business plan, right? Your pitch deck, information about your company itself that's very, very specific. This is the knowledge base that it's going to pull from, and you're going to place it here. I'll give you an example. Right, so when I go to my GPT here under 5-star BDM, and I've got all these different PDFs about my business. So I'm telling it exactly how I want it to operate. I'm giving it the database that I want it to pull from about my business, right? This is how you customize your ChatGPT to be a monster for you. This is how you get it to be a not just a tool, but a business partner for you. So that the knowledge and information that's going to come back out of it is going to be very specific to you. And then this is not always stuff you want to share, depending on what you put in there. If you want to know, I need to understand my financial projections for the next 3 months to 6 months. What information don't I have? And it will tell you, because now you've given it very precise information about your particular business. So this is about customization, and it is about personalization at a very, very high level, right? So I'm going to stop sharing because I like to answer any questions you may have while we have a few minutes here. I see DeAndrea.
I do have a question, and I appreciate your demonstration. It was wonderful, very informative. Um, I know you're probably familiar with the new chat, which is DeepSeek. Have you been able to compare the two
Sure.
as of yet?
Yeah. DeepSeek is very good. The thing with DeepSeek is that it shows you its thinking. You can look at it and it's showing you exactly what's going on, how it's arriving at its answers. Explainable AI, which I like a lot. I think that's really, really optimum. And it does it very quickly. Now, it's at a lower cost budget than ChatGPT. But as I stated earlier, it doesn't have the AI integrations that Chat has at this point. It may catch up later, but remember, it is also a Chinese-made product. So you got to be careful about what kind of information that you're putting into it. Because remember, that information is on the other side of the ball as well. But it is a great tool, no doubt.
So how much does ChatGPT cost if you're using the, I guess, top version of it per month?
Well, it's only $20 a month. Now you can get it to where it is for a business, and I think it jumps to $200, but then it's licensing for the entire business. So when you start thinking about cost-wise, $20, I mean, it's really nothing. It's $240 for the year, but you've got to understand its capabilities. There's a lot of GPTs there. I'm going to share my screen just one more time. So I
You
think
broke up a little bit, so and you froze during that pivotal moment. So you might want to repeat what you said.
Which pivotal moment, Jackie, you're referring to?
Well,
Jackie,
he was talking about the price or whatever, and then
the price.
it
Okay,
went
that's good. I just want to
froze
get the moment, so I didn't know which one.
Yeah, no problem.
very
So
long.
pricing wise, I'm just saying it's definitely worth its money. But to get the most money out of it is understanding its capabilities. It's a lot of integration. If you go here to explore GPTs, you can see all these different tools that it integrates with. It'll integrate with your Canva. It'll integrate with your website. It'll create logos for you. It's good. It's not great because one thing about these engines, they're not good at spelling. Don't ask me why. They're just because it's two different applications that are happening, text and imagery. It's two different things. So sometimes it just doesn't spell that great. So that's one thing I don't like about it. But these are GPTs that you can begin to explore. I encourage you to explore a lot of these different things. If you're into making a white paper for a school or like your kids, this is something Scholar GPT is awesome. It starts to cite other sources. They put it into a format that's really for any kind of education type of function, and get into the size space. There's Scholar AI. There's a lot here. If I were a parent, which I have been, And I would, back in the day, my mom gave me an encyclopedia and said, hey, here's your Britannica encyclopedia, learn as much as you want. I would be giving my child ChatGPT and showing them how to integrate all these different things and how to get information, how to utilize knowledge, how to get insights. This is the new learning that is taking place for the next generation, and we need to be on board how these tools actually work. Now, here's one question, is that, do I need to make
Yes.
it
Yeah,
GPT
30
for
seconds, Graham. We got to wrap up.
real quick, 30 seconds. If you just were looking for a particular project, you can do something similar to what I showed you just by making it a project instead of just about your company. So that's just some of the customizations you can do. Just wanted to share that with you. If you want to know more, obviously you can reach out to me. I'm sure excuse me, Hutch will put my information in the chat.
Yeah, putting it
I have a
in there right
question.
now. Putting it in there right now, Graham. So I just put the poll up for everyone and for Grant, and we appreciate you taking the poll. I also want to apologize to you guys. I realized that there was a moment there where thought I was off screen and I was sharing my screen. So I apologize for that. Thank you to Dion for reaching out to me because I had just realized this as she was reaching out. Grant, DeAndrea, Dion, I really want to say thank you for
No
the
question.
fantastic job today. And whether it's talking about leadership, growing your people and adding new skill sets and utilizing some of the tools that are out there for us today, guys, there is a lot to help us to be successful in business today. And that's part of what we're here for, is to kind of bring that information to the forefront from you, to connect you to people who are experts in those areas that can help you, so on and so forth. So we want to thank again Grant, DeAndre, and Dion for being here with us today. I'm putting Grant's information in the chat right now as we speak, so you can reach out to him and connect. And if there is anything that anyone download the chat, because there's a lot of great information in there that you can use to connect with some of the people that you heard and talk to. If you want to learn more about ICABA, you've got the QR code right there, and where you can reach out and use that to join. And before we go, I want to tell you that ICABA Biz Connect is going to be coming back in person once a quarter. And so we're now geared up for our April 23rd event, and we already have our featured speaker lined up, a gentleman by the name of Travis Mack. Some of you may know Travis. He is the CEO of several companies, one Greenwood Storage, another one Salex, and then he's also a defense contractor, and his company is doing excess of $200 million a year. So he's a very successful entrepreneur based here in South Florida, and doing a lot of great things in the business community in terms of helping people to get access to capital and grow their businesses and so on. And he's an ICABA member as well. So we're really excited. There are going to be some more announcements about that event. We're still finalizing the venue, but put that on your calendar for Wednesday, April the 23rd. And we'll be talking about that in the upcoming weeks. So thank you, everybody, for being here today. Again, thank you, DeAndrea, and Grant. Great job, guys. Really fantastic. Appreciate it. And before we go, I did want to just real quickly, is there anything coming up this week that anyone knows about that we should, maybe try to take advantage of? As I told you all about the Aero Business Expo that's coming up, tomorrow. So if there's anything that that you may have mentioned that you want to just shout out real quick, go ahead, Dion. Go right ahead. Just go
I guess.
ahead.
FYI, for those of you who may not know, I'm a board member of the Black Chamber of Commerce in Palm Beach County. We're having the Ascension Awards on Saturday. I'm not sure if it's sold out, but if you're interested in attending, please come on out.
Okay. And keep in mind, Deandra is providing you guys with 30% off of her services for Black History Month, which is fantastic. and obviously Black in the Boardroom is coming up, and so on and so forth. So, guys, have a great day. Wait a minute, Wally, you've got something you want to share? I see your hand up there.
Yep, real quick, the South Florida Black Professional Network is having an event at the Red Rooster tomorrow, Thursday at 5 o'clock.
All right, fantastic. Anybody else? Okay, going once, going twice. All right, have a great day, a great week. We'll see you next Wednesday.
Level up your success with the iCaba World Network, where accomplished Black professionals and entrepreneurs have created a thriving global ecosystem built from valuable connections and impactful collaborations. Be a part of a trusted network that uplifts, inspires, and enhances your success. Join like-minded and leading Black professionals to foster meaningful relationships, unlock opportunities, and access the resources you need to thrive in your career, business, and life. Go to iCabaWorldNetwork.com and join today.